Talking to Alex Smith, starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Alex, take me back to last offseason. I remember saying something to the effect of, I think it will be better off for both the Niners and Alex Smith if Alex went somewhere else. And the reason I said that was because, I mean, hell, you were getting booed in camp, which is ridiculous. And I didn't know that the fans would give you the slack that maybe you deserve with a new coordinator, new head coach coming in here. Did you think that at all, that, you know what, maybe I might not be able to play my best football here because of what's happened in the past? And just take me through the mindset maybe that the decision you made last offseason.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I mean, a big part of me, no questions, like let's get out of here, let's start clean, wipe my hands of it, and let's fresh start somewhere else. And part of me wanted just to, I mean, like, say screw it, I'm going to be different. I feel like so many guys have done that. And not that that's the bad thing. I mean, we're all different. We're all in different situations. But I just really felt the year before a lot of things went into this one. I loved the team. I mean, in the locker room and on the field. I mean, I knew how talented we were. I knew what type of guys we had, and that was a huge factor. And then the second factor, honestly, I can't lie, is I didn't know what to expect at the end of 2 seasons ago. And Coach Harbaugh got hired, and all of a sudden, I was coming in working out. I knew, potential free agency was coming, and just trying to stay in shape and continue to throw and work out. And all of a sudden, Harbaugh calls me up, and I'm up in his office. We're hanging out. And he's like, "Hey, you want to go throw?" And we step out on the field, and all of a sudden, we're like, got QB competitions going, and it happened every day. I'd come in to work out, and hey, you want to go throw? And like literally every day, we just that's what the routine was. And I didn't have anything to lose. I was going out there and doing it, and all of a sudden, opportunity to come back, and I guess I just really liked what was going on. I liked it immediately. I liked how straightforward he was, him and the staff. I liked what they brought to the table. It seemed like it was just all ball, and I looked forward to that. I was excited about that. And, eventually that overcame. All that stuff overcame the fact that I knew it was going to be an uphill battle. I mean, I knew what I'd been through here and the fans, and rightfully so. I mean, we hadn't been to the playoffs and hadn't won in a long time, and I knew it was going to be uphill. But I wanted, part of me just wanted to be different and give it one more shot.
14-4 last year. Really, you guys, in my opinion, should have gone on to the Super Bowl. You were phenomenal, start to finish. Now, this offseason, as soon as you think it should be a quiet offseason, an easy sign, here we go, you deal with the whole Peyton Manning saga. What was that like?
Yeah, it was, unique, interesting. I mean, what can you say? It was, obviously, it's tough to even put in words, but the thing through all of it, the great thing is, Coach Harbaugh, like I said, the thing that first drew me in was how straightforward he was. And, I'd been in negotiations with him since the season ended, so we're heading into free agency, and the talks are going on, and it's the back and forth between the agent and negotiators here, and, just trying to get the contract right. And, and then, the Peyton thing gets thrown in there, right there at the tail end at the start of free agency. And it was interesting. It was tough. You don't know what to do. Obviously, you're on the phone the whole time I was on the phone the whole time with Coach Harbaugh, and he's continually saying, spot here for you, and potentially at that point, competing with Peyton, and I just felt, without a doubt, that whole time leading up to that, this was my job. I felt like I'd earned the right more than ever, coming back, and this was my team and my position, and wasn't going to give it up to anybody. But then again, and then. There's a lot of what ifs, and you play them out, and all of a sudden I'm on a plane and visiting in Miami and things like that. I never intended, never wanted to. I always was planning on coming back, and that was always the plan for me. And got a little crazy there for a second, but obviously pretty thankful it ended up that way.
Did it hit you when you're on the plane going to Miami, going, "What the hell is that?" What
yeah.
The hell happened
Basically, yeah, no question. How sideways it got for a second, but. That's football. It's crazy. Yeah, but no question. I literally thought it'd be very straightforward. And then it got a little sideways for a while, and don't know if that was ever possible. Coach Harbaugh talked about it. Us both being here, I don't know if that would ever have happened or even plausible. But over and done with, and it's funny. Obviously, part of the deal.
Well, you're back as starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. Randy Moss, Mario Manningham, Michael Crabtree, Delaney Walker, Vernon Davis, A.J. Jenkins, LaMichael James, Hunter, and Gore.
Yeah.
This is the most weapons you've ever had while you're here. Now, we all know Coach Harbaugh. He's a smash-mouth coach, and that's the way he plays. Would you expect, with the added weapons you have this year, that the offense will have a different look to it, or do you think it'll be more the same last year? Just when we do decide to drop back and throw the ball, we're going to have a whole lot of more toys to throw to.
I think a couple things. I mean, one, we're obviously, I think that's a great thing about Giro and then the entire coaching staff on offense is I think they love letting people think that we're predictable and we're this way, and at the same time, I mean, week in and week out, the game plans are going to change, and it's going to be what's the best way to win this week. Where are our matchups? What's the style of defense they play? Where are we going to beat them? And this isn't a cookie cutter thing, and week in and week out it changes. I mean, we take pride in the fact that we're going to be balanced. We're going to make you defend all the types of runs possible. I mean, we're going to run downhill. We're going to run outside. I mean, we're going to do all the different things. And same in the pass game. We're going to have the controlled passing game. We're going to take the shots. We're going to play action pass, things like that. I think the thing I really look at is, as far as us taking the next step, is really keeping that balance, but more consistent in certain situations. I mean, when we have to throw the football, being more consistent in those situations. Obviously, third down, got to be better. I think we got to put ourselves in better third down situations. Need to be better in the red zone. Those types of things. When we had to throw it last year, when you're in those situations, just too inconsistent. I mean, at times we executed well, and at times it wasn't good enough. So I look for us to take that next step as far as consistency goes, just week in and week out, being better.